Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Audrey. I'm 21 years old. I have autism and I'm the dog mom to Rosie, who's my service dog in training. Let's get on with today's video. I'm going to show you guys a few of my favorite patterns and just dog management strategies I use to walk my reactive dog. If you saw me in the video, I did say she's a service dog in training, which is true. She's not reactive when she's working. She's kind of only reactive in our neighborhood and when we're outside. It's two different modes, so I do want to say that. But let's get started. So the first pattern we're going to go over is the up and down game. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to place a treat, get it on the ground. Dog looks up at you. Yes, good, get it. So how do you teach this? So what you'll do is you'll say, if you're planning to train for service dog, I would say gift it. But if you're just doing it for the pattern, it doesn't matter. Get it? Rosie, yes. Get it? Rosie, yes. After your dog has a hand of that, you'll move on to kissy lips. Get it? Yes. 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 And then here's the finished product. Yes. Okay, now we're going to go on to the next one, which is going to be look at that. This stands for lat. So you're going to need some kind of object to teach this. And what you're going to do is you're going to put your hands behind your back and say, I see it. Yes. So the point of this is the dog looks at it. I see it. Yes, looks back at you. I see it. Yes. So you can use this kind of in real life, and once your dog kind of knows this, you can practice it a few times at home. Once your dog knows it, you can take this outside, your dog sees a trigger, and you can say, I see it, and that will be a cue for your dog to look back at you. Okay, so for the next one, what you're going to be doing is we're going to be learning how to take a breath. So I'm going to kind of bend down so you can see me. I hope you can see her nose pretty well, but this is going to be take a breath. So you're going to teach a dog how to take a breath. So I'm going to start by showing you the finished product. Rosie, breathe. Yes. So what you will notice in your dog, the nose will kind of flicker. So you'll kind of just notice in the nostrils, and I'm going to show you guys how you can teach it. And you're going to want to mark when your dog's nose flickers, because that's going to be when the dog is breathing. And if you don't know what a marker word is, I should have said this at the beginning, but a marker word is basically what you use to mark. So you may use a clicker or you may use the marker word. Yes, you could use the good. I do not recommend using good girl or good boy because that's a little long and you want it to be really fast and precise. So that is kind of the goal. So if you have never used that, I would recommend before you even do any of these exercises, and I'm sorry to kind of mention it in the middle, that's my bad, practice using your marker and just give the marker and then give the treat a few times so your dog understands and knows that's the behavior you want. So now we're going to go over how do you teach take a breath. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to put the treat to the nose, breathe. Yes. And you'll kind of put the nose, and so your dog will kind of breathe the treat. And if you want also, you can also do this to protect eye contact. Yes. And you'll say breathe. I'm not going to actually breathe. I normally like to breathe with her, but it's kind of hard to do. Breathe. Yes. Practicing that, and then once your dog has the sound of that, you can go, Rosie, breathe. Yes, and you'll notice the nose flicker. So that's how you teach that. So I'm going to now put you guys up and we're going to work on the next game. Okay, so you're not going to be able to see me. Rosie, come here. Yes. So basically, how you're going to teach this, good job, Rosie. You're going to take steps. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Mark, feed. 1, 2, 3. Yes. And feed. And as time goes on, as your dog gets it, you can go 1, 2, 3. Yes. Take a few steps back in between the feeding. 1, 2, 3. Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Hi guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed and learned a little bit. I use a lot of these patterns in different situations. So now that we've gone over these patterns, I'm going to go over how I use them in different situations. So a way I like to use the up and down game is when I want to be stationary when passing a trigger. So I will also use it if my dog maybe saw something and she barked a little, and I'll call her back with a kissy noise and then practice that just to calm her down. 1, 2, 3 I like to use when I need to pass a trigger. I can't be stationary. Some dogs do better stationary and some dogs do vary movement when passing a trigger. Whatever makes them feel most comfortable, that is something that you'll have to work on with your dog. Look at that. I like to use in training, and I just like to make it a pattern that I use in all situations. When we see a trigger, she sees it, she looks back. It's just something that happens natural. I don't even need to tell her to see it. She just knows that's what happens. But when using I see it or lat, it's really important to practice it under threshold. If your dog is already super tense and super stressed, the pattern is not, it's a training game. It's not like a pattern we use as a management strategy. It's a game that I like to use to change the emotion. So when I'm using that, I like to use it at a further distance than I need and slowly get closer to when I know my dog is comfortable at a distance. So I want to start far. That way we can practice it, and for sure she's under threshold. And as time goes on, she gets more comfortable with the trigger, I will get closer. Take a breath. I like to use all the time in different situations. Maybe a situation that I commonly use it on a daily basis. If Rosie seems to be a little bit overwhelmed, kind of stopping a lot in our walk, kind of looking around, I think that is a sign to me that she kind of needs just to take a break and kind of just breathe, get a moment to like collect herself so she can kind of just be a little bit more together. When you get like super anxious and overwhelmed and you get kind of overstimulated, you may have like, you're kind of not together, you're kind of out of it. So that is a common way that I will use that. And again, those are how I use them. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss one of my lovely videos. Bye guys, we'll see you guys next week. Have an amazing day. Say bye, Rosie.